Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to InfernoKun here with another Walking Dead video. Now earlier in one of my videos before my Javier video, I mentioned that I was going to be talking about Kenny, Jane, and AJ and where they actually are as of the little Season 3 teaser, and they weren't actually in a teaser, so that leaves us with room to speculate on where Kenny, Jane, or even AJ are at this point. Now, of course, Season 2 actually ended in 6 different ways. You have the basically alone endings, the Jane endings, and then the Kitty endings. Those include, leaving Jane or leaving Kenny to be alone, and then accepting a family with Jane or refusing to be with either one. And then of course with Kenny you have go into Wellington or actually go with Kenny. So that's pretty much the endings of Season 2. Now how are they actually going to incorporate those into Season 3? They actually said in an article that they are planning to use the endings from Season 2 to make them actually have some kind of impact on Season 3. But of course in the E3 teaser we pretty much just had Clementine and Javier. No sign of Jane, no sign of Kenny, or even AJ. Now I know it's just a little small teaser just showing off the new playable characters and of course mostly Clementine, but I didn't even expect them to go ahead and show Kenny, Jane, or AJ anyways. But we still have to wonder, where are they at this point? Now obviously it seems that Season 3 is taking place a couple years after the events of Season 2. Now things could have happened during that time, and we have no idea if Telltale's going to jump us straight into the older time, or just have us play right after Season 2 and then do a time skip in the future. But I'm thinking what fans are fearing the most is that Telltale's gonna kill off Jane, Kenny, or even AJ in the first episode, and that would be kind of, that would be expected, but that would be kind of disappointing because, we had a choice at the end of Season 2, actually many choices to go ahead and have one of these characters with us, so obviously that means that we want them to go ahead and continue on the story with Clementine. Now, of course, no one lives forever. Kenny or Jane might die at one point, but it would be awesome to keep them with us and not have them die in the first 5 minutes and then time skip like they did with Omid. Of course, it's The Walking Dead and things happen at any point. People can die at any point, so there isn't much to hold on to there, but Telltale has something good with this. They can go ahead and have, Kenny, Jane, and AJ appear in Season 3, be around for a while, and have our playthroughs be different. You chose Jane, you have a different playthrough because, how Jane is a survivalist. And you choose Kenny, he has his values as well. He is a great, protector of people who are his family. And, of course, he considers Clementine to be family, so that would be great to have him along as well. And, of course, AJ, I'll have a little talk about him later on, but to have Kenny and Jane in Season 3 would be a pretty cool experience because we chose them at the end of Season 2, and it will be actually cool to see them, how they actually look different during the time skip and them in a new engine and everything else. It would be pretty dope. I would say that one reason that I want Kenny or Jane to be in Season 3 a lot longer, or at least a little bit longer, is because, we actually know them. We know how they act, we know how they are, and that is why we like them. Kenny's been there since Season 1 and into Season 2, and he's done many things for Clementine. And then we have, of course, Jane, who was introduced in Season 2, Episode 2. She's been growing on people, she's been, helping out Clementine any way that she can. But of course, Kenny and Jane, they were from a previous season or previous seasons, so it would be cool to have someone we know and actually have some relationship with in Season 3. Unless they bring back Bonnie, Mike, or even Arvo, maybe even Krista, then there isn't much we have confirmed at this moment but Jane and Kenny, and having them would be pretty cool. Now go ahead and move on to little baby AJ. Now of course in the Season 2 ending, he wasn't really involved in it. He was pretty much, with you either way you go. But pretty much AJ wasn't in the teaser for Season 3 as well. Now, where is he at? Now, since there is a time skip and Clementine's a bit older, AJ could be around 2 to 3 or even 4 years old. But if we're going by the teaser for Season 3, pretty much Clementine doesn't have AJ, so it could mean that Kenny or Jane could actually be back at wherever they are and looking out for AJ. But there could be a possibility that AJ could have possibly died, because pretty much for babies in The Walking Dead, they seem to be a really big burden. So like, just in case Telltale actually go ahead and kill off, you know, Kenny or Jane in the first episode, will they go ahead and kill Kenny or Jane, or even AJ as well, just kill both of them off? I don't think so, because that would be pretty bad, just to have, you know, AJ, then Kenny or Jane just die in the first episode. But of course you can actually go alone with not having Kenny or Jane with you, just go alone, and then that could be a factor as well. You don't have to, you know, rely on just, you know, them dying in the episode and just have Alvin Jr. dying. But that still wouldn't be what I think would happen. I think Alvin Jr. could possibly still be alive, but pretty much AJ could end up like Rick's daughter Judith in the TV show, or even, you know, end up like Judith in the comics. Either way is possible. So here are my questions for the end of the video. What do you guys think Telltale is going to be doing with Kenny, Jane, and AJ in Season 3? And will they actually go ahead and survive into Season 3 and make it into after the time skip? That's my question that you guys can answer in the comments down below. Also, if you guys want to, go ahead and tell me down below in the comments again what you guys chose at the end of Season 2. Did you guys choose Kenny, Jane, or just alone, just no one? That's a Arya Stark reference right there. And for new subscribers who are wondering, I did choose Jane, and yes, I have paid for that. Yeah, but don't worry, I do have other saves that I chose alone, and I chose Kenny, so definitely will be playing through both of those. So thank you all for watching. If you have any input at all, comment it down below, and I will definitely take a look at that. And also, if you guys did like the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. This has been InfernoKun, and I will catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead.